Chip and Dale 2, the sequel to my favorite game.
Oh god.
Guess what? This is not my second favorite game.
Oh, is this one not as good as the first?
I don't like it as much.
This is the person who tried playing this with him and failed.
Oh.
Oh, his sprite's really cute. It's a lot cuter than in the first one. It's nice.
Uh-huh.
The background guy is not that cute.
So,
Why is he talking to a human?
that's the TV.
Oh.
So there's a bomb in a restaurant. It's gonna explode. There's Best Girl. And yeah, just gotta go and fucking save the day. Don't have time for this. Yeah.
Sprites are nice. Yeah, I have to say, I mean, also, another system.
No, it's the same system.
Is it?
Yeah.
So they just made the sprite work better?
So the first one came out.
But they didn't know what they were doing.
No. They did. It was just. It came out many years earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you look at the games that came out earlier on the NES, they don't look as nice as the ones that came later, and that's just because by the end of it, like, they knew all the fucking tips and tricks to like how to make everything
Pretty.
Not just that, but like they knew how to program everything because they had been doing it for so many years. Like, this came out. I think the Super Nintendo was already out when this came out. Like, that's how late this game came. So, they already knew what they were doing. Capcom had made so many games by this point. Mega Man, I think 6 was probably around this time. This is one of those late release games that is like super expensive because
Just hard to come by.
yeah, because since it was so late into the NES's lifespan, they didn't make as many.
Yeah.
And people weren't buying it because it's just like, well, we have Super Nintendo, so why do I want stuff for my old Nintendo?
Yeah. Damn! He just like smacked you.
So, but the games that did come out late in the lifespan look way nicer. Like, the fucking... Some of the things like they'll make the sound chip do were like not possible before because they didn't fucking know how to do it. And then they're just bigger. Like Kirby's Adventure, which is the first Kirby game where he has like his copy abilities, was a late NES game. But since it was Nintendo, it was still it wasn't like a limited release like something like this.
Yeah. Nintendo like, we about to make bank.
Well, they were just like, we know what the fuck we're doing now.
Yeah.
And so they made a game that looked really pretty. And this came out. There's a game called Little Samson that also came out late at the end. And that game has like 4 playable characters and like ridiculous animations for an NES game. Like, the whole everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like having, I don't know. Like the Turtles game, the Ninja Turtles game on the NES, which I played before on here. Like, it had 4 characters, but they were just they were the same character, just with like different weapon reaches, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't the same as having actual, but like the Little Samson has Little Samson. It has a dragon, it has a mouse, and it has a golem that you can play as. and they all have like their own life bars and like, you know, and it's just some
Their own
shit that
stats,
they couldn't do until later on because they didn't fucking know how to do it. Like it wasn't possible. And then also, I think the cartridges became cheaper to produce, so they were getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And this game, for that same reason, has the pretty graphics. Yeah, so...
Yeah, the models are a lot cuter.
Yeah, there's a story in this one, you know, because they tried to spice it up.
Yeah, because they could.
Yeah. And, like, everything about this game looks prettier, but I don't think the music is as memorable. Not that I don't like it. Like, there's some fucking bops. Like, the Shipyard, which is the one after this one. It's fucking... Oh, God, it's beautiful. But I think it doesn't reach the highs that the first one did. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the level design or what, but it's just... Something about it is just... It's not the same.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just... Because the cool things they added in this one are... Like power throws, like if you're running. He'll do that, and it does like a lot of damage. At the end of each stage... I mean, they had a bonus game in the other one, but in this one... It's different. It's the same shit. It's just different. Yeah. They have little areas in this game where if you're playing 2 players, you can have you can play like little mini games. Like there's a basketball one I think in the shipyard. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've played this game co-op that I haven't been in those fucking levels in a while.
Yeah.
Another thing they did with this game was different is in the first game, all of the bosses had... There was a little red ball in the middle of the stage. And then that's what you used to like kill them.
I mean, this is kind of the same idea, but...
Yeah, but in this one, like, you have to wait, like, you have to wait for the projectiles. They don't just... It's not just there and you can, like, beat it in, like, 3 seconds. Because you can actually do that in the first game.
Yes, I've seen you do that before. So this is a cat pretending to be a bat.
Yeah, it's... I'm sure these guys are all from the show. I haven't seen the show in a while, so I don't remember.
Man, he has a lot of...
Yeah, this game also upped the number of times you gotta hit him. But... Yeah, like, in 2 players you can still throw each other, you can still bump into each other, you can still do the whole, you know, Chip and Dale thing. This is one of my least favorite bosses. I don't think he's interesting.
Damn.
Oh, another thing they did with this one is that if you have 50 ranger chips or whatever the hell they're called at the end of the level, you get an RR, and if you get I think it's 3 or 4 RRs, you get an extra heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, God.
But it's not the Happy Cat Factory.
No, but it's the shipyard, and it's really good. Yeah, I don't. It's weird because there's only cutscenes on some levels, so I don't fucking know how they got here or like what they're doing over here.
Yeah.
I will say that this game is harder than the first.
Yeah.
It's also longer. But again, I don't know what it is about this one that I don't go back to this one as much as I do the first one. Like the first one, I'll just like one day be like, yeah, I feel like playing this game, and then I'll just play it and beat it, and bada bing, bada boom, 30 minutes done. But with this one, yeah, is the baseball, yeah. But with this one, it's like, yeah. So what would happen here? This is just Monty, yeah. So he throws 2 because there's supposed to be Dale there. Also, if anyone watching this video is wondering, hey, there's 2 people talking. How come they're not fucking playing it with Chip and Dale? He keeps talking about how it's a 2-player game and it's great in 2 players and he hasn't played in 2 players, but this fucking person. It's because Alyssa sucks at these fucking games. Because she's fucking garbage. Because we tried to play the first one once, and good lord, it was fucking torture. And then I tried playing. I was like, "Hey, Justin." This is a while ago, obviously. I was like, "Hey, Justin, you fucking want to play my favorite game with me?" He was like, "Sure, I'll play your favorite game with you." And then we played, and he was fucking garbage. And I'm just like, he's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" And like, granted, like, Alyssa's bad at platformers or just any game where it's very like reflex based.
Yes.
Specifically these old types of games because she didn't play them like I did.
No.
She played a lot of RPGs and stat games and just brain games, things that were more methodical and it wasn't just twitchy. But I grew up with this kind of shit.
So he's twitchy.
So I'm twitchy. And I got them reflexes.
So one day we'll play an RPG on this channel.
Yes. I mean, I think we...
No, one day I'll play an RPG on this channel.
Yeah, okay. I think we've played it in RPG, have we? I don't know.
No.
Oh, yeah. So Fat Cat freezes us in here, and then we're stuck, and we gotta fucking... We need to leave in 3 minutes, or we're gonna freeze to death. Because we're in a fridge. There's a story going. I don't remember what I don't think I ever cared what the story was.
There was a bomb in a restaurant.
And then, Fat Cat got out of prison because we put him in prison last time.
They put a cat in prison?
Yeah, it's fucking...
You mean they put him in the pound?
No, they put him in prison. Did you not see him escape out of jail in the beginning?
I mean, I saw...
With his big air balloon? That wasn't a pound. That was a fucking... That was like
maximum
security
prison for a feline.
Yeah, that was some like...
That was
bring
like,
the A-team shit.
This cat, he gonna fuck us up if we don't fucking...
Yeah, like, I don't trust this fucking cat. As they shouldn't, because all cats suck.
Hey now.
I say that as a proud owner of more than enough cats. I don't want to count them right now.
There's 4 here.
There's 4 here. We'll leave it at that.
2 in Los Angeles.
Yeah, 2 in LA. There's 1 in Arcata. Well, I think there's more than 1 in Arcata.
There's
but
2 in Arcata.
Yeah, so
because the 1 comes with his brother, but the 4 that aren't with us are outside cats, and we can't have outside cats.
Yeah, and
so both our parents each have 2 cats.
Yeah, well, and then my parents have an extra cat that isn't even mine. No. They just found.
That would have been ours if we were living in LA.
Yeah.
Would have been like, have this.
Here's an orange boy.
Cat. Well, I mean, we technically already have a half orange and a full orange cat with my parents.
Yeah. So. But yeah, there's a story, and I don't know what the fuck. I don't remember. I remember I read the story like the first time because I was like, oh my god, cool story. And then I was just like, yeah, I just want to play a fun game. Like, enough of this plot lore. And then this is the haunted house level. So there was the restaurant, and then we went into the sewer. I don't know why the fuck did we go into the sewers?
I'm guessing you were trying to get out of the restaurant.
That makes sense. That sounds like
you went down the drain or something?
Yeah, or we were flushed down the drain or something. I don't know. They're chipmunks. They're
easy to dispose of, right?
And then we were in the shipyard. The shipyard makes sense because then we got to this like dock, and then we got trapped in a freezer, and I died. We got trapped in a freezer. And After we got... Oh, we're looking for the urn of the pharaoh, because I think that was stolen. That was stolen from the museum or something, because Fat Cat likes to steal shit, because he's a degenerate. Yeah. And then we're here. And then, if I remember correctly, we fight the urn guy. And then, God, what are the levels in this game? I know there's a part where we go to a theme park. And then there's like 3 different worlds you can go to. And you can choose them in any order. There's not like a... You're not forced to play them in any order. But there's like a future world, there's a clock world, and then there's the Wild Wild West world, which is great. I like the creepy guy in the background. And then the light turns on. And he's not so creepy. See? Disney Capcom.
They make great team.
Once upon a time, best friends. Now, well,
not so much.
I mean, they have like they have a weird partnership, because they'll do shit together and then like just completely stop. And I'm like, what the hell? Which reminds me, they made they didn't make it, but was I supposed to go in there? Oh, and I think this is the bonus room. But they did that. Oh, this is the boss. They also have, like, this is menacing boss music. Oh, fuck you, man.
The dogs and Ghost, is he one of Fat Cat's victims? Is that the story here?
I think he's the thing that was in the urn. Yeah, see, that's one thing I remember not liking about this game, is that so he has a pattern, obviously, right? He like drops those little fucking rocks and he shoots the things. But I'm dependent on him dropping the rocks, and he spawned like 5 times already without dropping the rocks. And it's completely random. So yeah, see, like, I can't fucking hit him. Like, I'm just running around waiting for him.
You're getting that bad RNG.
Yeah, I've never had it be this bad, actually. There it is. There it is.
Oh, well, I guess that's the nice thing about
Also,
it.
they're doing an NES trick on this shit. So what they do is, when they don't have like enough colors for something, they make it transparent, because that's technically a color. Well, they can. So like him, right?
Yeah.
They don't have black for his sprite. Like, they don't have enough colors to make him black. So they just use the fact that the background is black as like a way to go around it. But the little things he drops, the little rocks or pebbles or dookies or whatever.
Yeah.
Look at the bottom of it, because it's like when he drops them, it's black. So it's like, oh yeah, that's the shadow of the thing. You see it, right? Like, that's the shadow.
But you can see that it just goes through him.
Yeah, it goes through the thingy, because they were just using the NES tricks. Come on, drop one, drop one.
He's gonna drop it.
No, fuck!
You just wasted your rock.
He's gonna shoot lasers this time. I can feel it.
Waste your rock.
God, this is brutal. Not because it's hard, just because it's so long for no reason.
Long and slow.
And like, the thing that sucks about it too is that like having a second player would not make this any easier or harder. It would just like, it's still the same thing, which sucks, because I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this one's better than the first one, not by like a long shot. I think the first one beats this one every time. See? All the spirits are gonna go back in.
We did it! Oh.
All the ghosts should disappear soon.
Here comes a squeaky boy.
You rescue rodents.
Hey, it's Fat Cat.
I don't know how to do his voice. He's a fucking chipmunk.
They have those high pitched.
Eh.
All the chipmunks had the fuck. They all had that like high pitched squeaky voice back in the day.
But it was, I think it was like a normal voice, and then they just pitched it up. Like, I don't think it was somebody had that.
They all had helium going the whole time.
This fucking
Huffing that.
Yes, it's a trap. Oh yeah, this is the one where you can go into the 3 different worlds. This is also a good time to fucking end this and return to later. Because there's no level going on right now. Okay, yeah, Fat Cat, go on, yeah, you need 3 keys. Enter my control room. They're all scattered around this very weird. This is such a weird park.
It has a roller coaster ride and Big Ben and a science center.
Yeah, it's not. What the fuck kind of theme park is this?
The theme park. The theme park to end all theme parks.
Okay, well. Yeah.
Future world, Western world.